Hello, guys, and welcome to another interesting episode of Madrid, my DNA, the home of everything Madridistas, as we discuss you through Real Madrid's latest and important update. Kickstarting with today's agenda, Real Madrid veteran Luka Modric, starting against Manchester City on Wednesday night in the UEFA Champions League quarterfinals, second leg at the Etihad Stadium is deemed impossible. We are going to be discussing you through that on this episode as we progress, and shortly after that we will quickly turn our attention to the next agenda of the day, as Real Madrid midfielder Tchouaméni was targeted by racist abuse during Real Madrid versus Mallorca encounter on Saturday evening after scoring the lone and winning goal of the night. We are going to be discussing you through that as well on this episode as we progress. So please stay tuned right up to the end. Do not forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Turn on your notification bells so you do not miss on our daily Real Madrid update. On Saturday evening, Luka Modric started for Real Madrid against Mallorca and put on a fine display. For the 85 minutes or so he was on the field in Palma. The 38-year-old was brought into the side as part of Carlo Ancelotti's rotations, keeping an eye on the UEFA Champions League quarter-final second leg against Manchester City in the coming Wednesday. Modric, who had left a mark after coming on as a substitute against Manchester City earlier last week, once again showed that he still has plenty left to offer in this level of the game. However, as per reports from RS, despite his positive influence in his last two appearances, Modric getting a starting role against Manchester City on Wednesday is seen as impossible. It is following last season's 4-0 win over Real Madrid, where Manchester City trashed the Los Merengues at the Etihad Stadium. Manager Carlo Ancelotti decided that playing Modric and Kroos together in midfield does not work any longer. As such, the Real Madrid boss avoids pairing them together in lineups. Since then, they have only started together 3 times, the first in the defeat against Atletico Madrid in the first half of the season, the second in the 1-1 draw against Real Betis, although Modric played as a second striker, and the third against Mallorca at the Bernabeu. Modric and Kroos have gone from making history together to competing for a place in the starting 11, and it is the German who is winning the battle. 28 starts to 18 for the Croatian, who has only played 4 games so far who has only played 4 full games so far this season. Modric showcased his quality against Mallorca last night on Saturday as he had the most touches, a total of 114, made the most successful passes, a total of 85, created the most chances, 3, completed the most dribbles, 4, same as Vinicius Jr., who came on later on the night, and put the most balls in the box, a total of 5. Despite that, it will be Kroos starting against Manchester City, and Modric will have to settle for a spot on the bench again. It is quite logical of Ancelotti to take such decisions, considering that Luka Modric is already 38 years of age, and while his teammate Toni Kroos is 34 years of age. Modric has often sparked when coming off the bench. It was quite evident against Manchester City last week when he came on and totally changed the game at the level of the midfield. We must understand that Modric doesn't have the legs to run full 90 minutes anymore, so getting at least 20 to 25 minutes of game time is the least that could be given to the Croatian to showcase his excellence, as he has always done when given the chance by the manager. So having discussed and concluded with that, we are going to quickly turn our attention to the next agenda of the day, as Real Madrid midfielder was targeted by racist abuse during the Mallorca encounter. In the past few years, Real Madrid players have had a difficult time in away stadiums, often becoming victims of racial abuse from opposition fans. Vinicius Jr. in particular has been the main victim of rampant racism in Real Madrid's away matches across Spain. Fans' treatment of Vinicius has become a global controversy in the world of sport, and in yet another worrying trend, another Real Madrid player was the subject of racist gestures in the club's recent win over Mallorca. Tchouaméni's goal was the only difference between Real Madrid and Mallorca on Saturday night, with the midfielder scoring the winner early in the second half. However, while the midfielder was celebrating his goal, movie star camera, as shown by Mundo Deportivo, captured a young Mallorca fan who was possibly a minor making monkey gestures at the French man. The same fans also threw a plastic bottle at the Real Madrid player while they were celebrating the 1-0 win at the end. This is not the first time an opposition fan has made monkey gestures at Real Madrid player. As mentioned earlier, Vinicius Jr. has been the subject of such racist gestures multiple times in the past. In light of the incident against Tchouaméni, Mallorca issued an official statement earlier which stated, Mallorca confirmed that the club have started investigation on the matter and is working with authorities to identify the said person. In the match between Real Madrid and Mallorca this Saturday, images have been identified in which a person makes racist gestures, says the club official's website. The club have activated a protocol against violence in football and is collaborating with the national police in identifying the said person, the report further went on to add. Tchouaméni, who is going to be missing this Wednesday's blockbuster clash against Manchester City in the quarterfinals of the UEFA Champions League second leg, is going to be a big loss for Real Madrid nonetheless, as he has been one of their best players so far this season, especially when playing in his natural position, which happens to be the pivot role in midfield. Carlo Ancelotti has often used him in the centre-back region due to the absences of Eder Militao and David Alaba. He has often been preferred over captain Nacho Fernandez, but as it stands, Nacho stands to be the favourite to play against Manchester City on Wednesday in what will be the season-deciding match for Real Madrid. So having discussed and concluded with that, we have come to the end of this interesting episode. Thanks for following us right up to the end. Please do not forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Turn on your notification bells so you do not miss on our daily Real Madrid updates. See you next time, and a very big Hala Madrid to us all.